Hi, my name is Aubrey Lawrence, and this speech is over uniforms being used in schools. There's been a heated debate over the past few years over whether uniforms should be required in schools or not. Both sides have very good arguments to support their cause. However, through my own personal preference, I've decided to be against the uniforms in schools. There is an online article called "Do Uniforms Help Make Schools Better" by Marion Wild, and this tells both sides of the story, the pros and cons of requiring uniforms in schools. The supporters say that it will help stop gangs from being created, it will encourage discipline, it will stop peer pressure to buy trendy clothes, and will also break the barrier between economic and social barriers. When looking at the gangs, any gang can start with a group of people that are against someone else by stopping them from wearing certain colors or making them wear certain clothes. It will not stop them from making their group. When looking at encouraging discipline, some students will always go against discipline and authority. By requiring them to wear uniforms, it will only fuel this fire to make them not want to do what they're told. Peer pressure has always been a factor in teenagers, and peer pressure to buy trendy clothes will not stop just because uniforms are used in school. Kids have to go somewhere else after school where they're hanging out with friends, and they don't want to have to wear these uniforms elsewhere. So they're going to want to buy different clothes. The economic and social differences between children will not affect whether they get along with someone or not. If they want to be friends with someone, it will not matter what their parents do for a living or how they live. These four reasons, I believe, do not have enough support behind them to make uniforms needed in schools. Now, looking at the cons of having uniforms in schools, the same article by Marion Wild has four reasons why uniforms should not be used in schools. It is diminishing the freedom of expression. The children can be bullied from other schools. It creates a financial burden to poorer families, and the parents already pay taxes for their children to go to school. The freedom of expression should be prevailing in all students. They should be able to show how they feel and what they want to do by the clothes that they wear. There are already rules against certain clothing that can't be worn at school, and I believe that these are sufficient enough to keep children from looking badly. Bullies can look at other schools' uniforms and make fun of them, and then this can go on to many other stages in bullying, which has been seen in past years. It's also a financial burden to poorer families or to any family that has to buy these uniforms and then buy clothes for their children after they get out of school. The parents are already paying taxes for children to go to public schools. And by making them also buy uniforms, it's only causing more stress on the parents. Through these multiple reasons, I believe that the use of uniforms should not be required in schools, but instead, children should be able to wear whatever they want within reason within the dress code of the certain school. Thank you.